Welcome to Movie Top 2026, and cinema is not playing around. 12 films ranging from dark comedies with absurd crimes to romantic vampires, serial killers, Caribbean pirates, and fungi that want to wipe out humanity. There's something for everyone. And the best part is, most of them are just one click away. But before we get into the video, it would mean a lot if you took a moment to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your kind support. Number 5. How to make a killing. Okay, imagine you've been disinherited, but there are 7 wealthy relatives standing between you and $28 billion. What would you do? Beckett Redfellow has a very clear answer, and it doesn't involve patience or lawyers. John Patton Ford takes the premise of the classic 1949 British film Kind Hearts and Coronets and updates it with the darkest, most twisted black humor, where accidents pile up, deaths are almost comedic, and the protagonist steadily loses his sanity along with his principles. Glenn Powell proves he can play charming and absolutely terrible at the same time, and it works perfectly. But here's the catch. He has a girlfriend who doesn't care about the money, and an ex-flame who very much does, and that tension complicates everything. The script doesn't waste a single minute. Sarcastic, dark, and brutal in its humor, you won't be able to stop watching. Number 4. Whistle. A group of high school students finds an Aztec death whistle. They blow it, and from that moment on, each one begins to be hunted by their own predestined death. Yeah, it's that twisted. Corin Hardy takes the cursed object trope and drops it into a modern teen horror context, where the only way out is to understand the artifact's history before time runs out. It's not easy jump scares, it's accumulated tension, a ticking countdown, and the dread of knowing that death already knows your name. Gripping and desperate at every moment, this one you won't be able to stop watching. Number 3. Dracula. Prince Vlad loses his wife in the 15th century, renounces God, and becomes the most famous immortal vampire in history. But here's the catch. He's not hunting victims for pleasure. He's searching for his beloved reincarnated, crossing entire centuries until he reaches modern-day Paris with a special perfume and vampiric agents by his side. Luc Besson takes Bram Stoker's 1897 novel and reframes it as a gothic romantic epic where the monster is also the most tragic character. A priest pursues him, convinced he is a corrupt demon. Dracula knows he is far more than that. The cinematography has to be stunning. The dark and melancholic tone never loses its pace. It's eternal love, millennial grief, and monstrosity with a heart. Dark and visually striking, this one has everything it takes to be the gothic romance of the year. Number 2. Wuthering Heights. 2 souls who consume each other. Catherine and Heathcliff, bound together from childhood at Wuthering Heights, torn apart by social expectations when she chooses to marry money instead of the man she loves. Heathcliff hears it all, disappears, returns wealthy, and dedicates his entire existence to destroying the families that separated him from her. Emerald Fennell directs, and Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi star in what promises to be the most intense and visceral adaptation of Emily Bronte's novel ever made. This is not a softened romantic drama. It's passion, cruelty, generational trauma, and obsession that doesn't end even with death. Not gonna lie, this kind of story breaks you in half if you watch it with your guard down. Brutal and unforgettable. The kind of cinema that doesn't leave your head easily. Number 1. Scream 7. Sidney Prescott built a new life. Quiet, far from everything. And then Ghostface shows up again, this time targeting her daughter. Kevin Williamson, the original creator of the franchise, returns to close it out himself, bringing back Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, and recent survivors Chad and Mindy Meeks Martin. The conspiracies point to ghosts from the past, Stu Macher, Roman Bridger. Everything converges. Promised as a love letter and an epitaph for the saga, this installment aims to be the definitive and emotionally loaded closing chapter of one of the most important slasher franchises of the last 30 years. Emotional, bloody, and packed with nostalgia, if you're a fan, you cannot miss this.
And that's a wrap. 12 films, 12 reasons to keep the screen on this 2026. Which one is already on your list? Did I miss one you think I can't skip? Let me know down in the comments. That's how we build the next video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. See you in the next video.